Almost any ATV or side-by-side that you buy, typically the manufacturers are nice enough to throw in a couple extra tools so that way you can take care of minor repairs out in the field. The CFMoto does have a toolkit, and I'll show you where it's at. One thing I did notice is that they're a little bit different than what I've seen both Polaris and Can-Am offer. So let's review what I found. So I wanted to let you know I've got an addition to the family. Instead of buying another machine, I've always wanted a golden retriever. So this is Beatrice. Say hi, Beatrice. We got her back in July. At that time, she was only 5 weeks old, just turning 6. Now she's almost 6 months old. She's been riding on the machines with us for the most part, and I'll post a little bit of photos about it. For the most part, she just sits in the passenger seat. I keep her leashed up. She puts her paws on the OS handle, and she rides along. She loves it. But now that she's getting bigger and she can't quite sit in our laps, and I'm going to be getting ready to buy a new accessory, and that is a dog carrier for both the Polaris. What'd you find? What'd you find? Hey, you can't be eating leaves. Okay. We're going to be getting a dog carrier for the Polaris and probably one for the CFMoto here soon. I found them online. I don't want to necessarily call out the brand yet because we're going to do a review. I need to place the order here in the next month, but there are options out there to keep your pup safe, and I wanted to make sure that I share this experience with everybody. So I'm sure you recognize this from some of the videos. Here's CFMoto, our CFMoto ZForce 800Ex. It's actually in really good condition, if you can tell. We've kept it clean. We've been on the trails, not as much as we'd like, but it's holding up. Have not had any problems, but want to take a quick moment to show you where I found the toolkit. So under the seat, so there's a seat that usually goes here. There's a little latch on the back. You can pull the seat out. But on the seat, as you can see, this is where we store the cargo net, right here. And then you have two boxes. You have a box right here and a box right here. This is where your toolbox is, your toolkit. So in there, once you take the screws out, the Phillips, you find the hose right there, the funnel. It's in the bag. I'll show you in a moment. And the tool bag. As you can see, it's not sealed, so it does have a water hole here, and it's open on the corner, so it does get dirty. So anything you put in here is just going to get full of dirt and water. But as you can see, it all fits right in there. So we're going to take this stuff out, and I'll show you what's in the bag. So taking out the tool bag, inside the tool compartment was this bag here, and a funnel, and a hose, and they all came in protective plastic, although I think it's just more for, you know, obviously it's not doing a lot of protection. As you can see there's quite a bit of dirt that's been built up. And then inside of here you have another bag, and inside here are the tools, and I'll pull them out so you can see what's in there. So inside the machine, where I showed you where it's at, is this bag. And inside this bag you get these metal tools all put in there, and then also you get a funnel, and it's actually CFMoto branded. Let me see if I can pick that up in the video. So you have your shock adjuster here. You have some basic Allen wrenches for various things on the machine. You have a flathead screwdriver, crescent wrenches. So it looks like you have a 10mm or 8mm, 10mm, another 10mm, 12, 14, and 17. You have an angled socket for just basic field use. And it even has, I don't know what that's for, but that channel there may be for if you have to get around a brake line or a line that's already plugged in. So that way you can have space right here to go through it. And then You have your spark plug wrench, and then your funnel hose right here. So this end fits right into the machine, and then you can put it on the other end, so that way you don't have to try to put a funnel directly on the engine block to fill up the oil if you run low. The other thing that I caught my eye is you could probably use this as a siphon hose, which is pretty useful. But again, it came in a series of pouches, so all the metal tools went in here, and then they all kind of packed into this piece except for the hose. You see the hose and the funnel. Just wanted to point this out because I didn't realize that these tools were in here right away, and you know, just going through the machine doing the annual maintenance, I stumbled across a little compartment. It's probably in the user's manual or the owner's manual, but truthfully, it's one of those things that you kind of have to know what you're looking for to find it. But there's the tools that it comes with. As you can see, like every machine, it does come with all the tools that you definitely need to be on the trail, especially in a case of emergency. I still recommend carrying a tool bag with you. Extra tools, you never know what you're going to come across. I find that the tools that the manufacturers give you is just good enough to make sure if you have a fouled plug, you can do something about it. Or if you have, a belt come loose, or you need to replace a belt in the field, you can do something about it, or take the tires off, but that's about it. So as you can see, this is what comes with the CFMoto. If you have any questions about the CFMoto, feel free to ask them. I spend a lot of time trying to come up with the topics to cover in the video. I just know I'm not the most creative person when it comes to topics, but I like making videos, so feel free to ask questions and I'll try to do a video on it. I had a user ask if I can cover battery information on the CFMoto. I'll show you where the battery is located, so that way you can know where to look for it. And I also was asked about the difference between the batteries that you can buy out on the market. So good news, or bad news, is I just had to do a replacement of a battery on the Polaris. And pardon the dust, there's a lot of stuff on it, but I'm just working on projects. There's definitely things to learn and know when you're buying a battery. Why you're paying, roughly $18 more for a specific type of battery over the other. And what the prep time looks like, because there is it's not something you buy at the store, you can just plug in. But in either case, I just want to post a video. I kind of miss everybody, and I hope I see somebody on the trail, and we'll be back at it soon, and I'll share some new experiences we have. This time we'll have Bea with me, my golden retriever. She loves joining the adventures. I hope everybody's doing well. Have a great evening.